Okay, just a minute. I just want our lesson to go live on YouTube. I think it is processing. Yeah, it's going to start. Yeah, it just started. Okay, just a minute. I just want our lesson to go live on YouTube. Okay, our lesson now is live on YouTube. Now let me just check a little thing here. Then we start. Just a little here. Just a little here. Okay, as I'm looking for the link for the Zoom lesson, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How are you? I think everyone is fine, very okay. Also, I need an interactive class. I don't want people who are going to go on me. Am I clear? I don't want to get people who are going to go on me. Yeah. I don't want to get people on the class. I don't want people who are going to go on. Am I clear? Okay. Can I get one person who is on the WhatsApp group and you know how to share the screen? And you share, you go to okay, first way to share. Let me first make an introduction. Today we are going to look at how to draw a line graph. And at the same time, we are going to look at how to draw a bar graph. I know majority of you have issues with how we are supposed to draw these things. And what I'm going to tell you, these things are so easy, but just we need to know what procedures are we supposed to use. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, teacher.
I saw many people were struggling on how to draw this graph, but this graph is just to know which step am I supposed to take up to what step. Am I clear? Now, what we need to know about this graph, first of all, when we talk about how to draw this graph, like this structure, you know, there is a difference between a combined bar line graph and these graphs. A combined bar line graph is for climbing, but this one specifically, we are looking at things like production, We look at population. We can look at exports. Here we can look at imports. Specifically here, we are looking at human geography. Here we are looking at specifically on human geography. So whenever they ask you, draw a line graph, draw a bar graph, just know they want you, mostly they will be representing such information. Then the other one for climate is a physical graph because it is representing temperature and rainfall and which are part of the physical environment or things which are natural, which are made by God. So now, let me get a list here something. I'm going to divide this body into two and look at the steps. Now, majority of us, we see people when they are constructing a house. Where do they start from? When you see people who are constructing houses, where do they start from? Yes?
From the ground.
From the ground, not so? Now, you people, the equipments I need you to have, here we need to have, let me start with the equipments. We need to have a long ruler. We need to have a calculator. We need to have also graph, paper. Specifically, these are the equipments we need. Whenever you go in a geography paper and you expect to find there a pie chart, a bar graph, also let me add, we need to have a set and all the equipments, but specifically here, we are going to be using the past period. Am I clear? Are we together there?
Yes.
Now, after that, the next thing we are going to look at, after seeing which equipments do we need, now the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to divide the blackboard into two. Here, we are going to be taking a line graph. Here, we are going to take a bar graph. And we are going to just see the difference. Are you getting? Now, all of us, we agreed that when they are constructing a house, always they start from the ground. And even us, when we are drawing these graphs, between these two, this is a vertical line or vertical axis, and this is the horizontal axis. Now, when we compare in terms of building a house, of the two lines, which one do you think we are going to start with?
Horizontal axis.
We are going to start with the horizontal axis. Now, before we go there, anyone who knows how to share her screen and you help us to share the work I have put on the WhatsApp group, the document I have put on the WhatsApp group. Yes, anyone who can share the screen? Anyone who can share a screen? Anyone? People, we need to know the things. They are so simple. We need to be ICT proficient. That is in the new curriculum. So even if people are in the current curriculum, you need to know. Anyone who can help me, please. All of you, I know you have WhatsApp there. You can share your screen. Yes? Because the gadget I'm using here, I don't want to disturb it. Okay, if I told people I've refused, let me get my gadget, but that's bad. That's the graph we are looking at. Yeah, that's the graph we are looking at. Now, people, as you see there, as you see there, mute yourself, this person who are good. Okay. Now, as you see on the screen, that's the work number we are going to do. Now, the first thing always which we are supposed to do whenever we come to this thing, we are supposed to base on the how many items are we supposed to draw. Items are so important here. Am I clear? Now, when you look at this table, the items here we are having, they are the years. Now, when you look at the years, how many years are here? Can I get someone to tell us how many years are there?
7.
There are how many?
7.
7 years.
They are what? They are
7
7.
years.
They are 7 years. Okay. Now, because they are 7 years, now this is what we are going to look at. Now, let us go back to the screen and we see what we are having. Now, because they are 7 years, let me get a ruler here. Because they are 7 years, this is the formula of getting the horizontal line. The formula for, we are looking at the horizontal scale. Horizontal scale. And the horizontal scale, we are saying this is what we call the horizontal scale. Are you seeing? How do we get it? The formula is we get the number of items times 2 centimeters. How many items have we said? We have
7.
How many?
7.
7.
7.
So here we are taking 7 items. Am I clear? Here we are taking 7 items. Okay, we are having 7 items. Now the formula here is supposed to be number of items times 2 centimeters plus 1 centimeter. And our items are what? There are 7 items. This formula is standard. I'm going to explain why are we doing that. This formula, anyone who can help us to interpret this information? Yes, anyone who can help us? Anyone who can help us to explain it in a simple way? When I give you such a thing, what do I mean? Anyone raise up the hand? Yes, Tracy? Tracy? Okay. Here, what they are trying to say, they are saying we have 7 years and each year is going to take 2 centimeters. Here, what they are saying, we are having 7 years and each 7 years is going to take 2, then plus 1 extra. So when I multiply here, how many centimeters am I going to get?
14.
Here I'm going to have 14 centimeters. Then what about here?
15.
15. Now, people listen. I want you to get your graph paper. When you get your graph paper, help me and you decide of that two. Which one do you want to draw? But we are going to see where the difference is. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Anyone select any of your graph you want to draw, either line graph or a bar graph. Just get a graph paper. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to get your graph book. Let me show you. We have said how many are these ones? 14, 15. Now, let me share my screen here and you see. Can you see my graph paper? Yes?
Yes.
Now, these are the rules. This is how we are going to do it. Now, I'm going to draw this one. I'm saying this one, we are going to draw a line graph. Now, then this side, we are going to draw here, we are going to draw a bar graph. Are you seeing here? We are going to draw a bar graph. Now, let me start with the line graph. The line graph is saying, we are saying, whenever you are drawing a graph, you have to put there the what? We have said the line graph, how many centimeters are we taking? 14. So whenever you are drawing your graph, make sure that you skip like 1, 2, or 3 lines, but it's better you take 1, 2. Now it means that I'm going to get my ruler. I measure off. I'm going to get my ruler here. I measure off where 14 is ending. 14 is ending here. 14 is ending here. So I'm going to mark here. Then also I mark where my 14 is ending. If at all there are 6 items, how many centimeters are we going to be using here? If at all there are 6 items, like there are 6 countries, how many? 12. Have you got the method? You just multiply, you count on your table, how many are we having, then you multiply. Now you draw this line. We first draw this line. Now, after drawing that line, remember we have said each item here is taking 2 centimeters. Remember here we are drawing a line graph, 2 centimeters. Am I clear? Let me stop sharing and I go back to our question. Our question is here. Go back to our question. And our question is saying, here is our question. That's our question. And we say the first year is what? It's 1997. Then the next one, 1998. 19. If at all you have a graph paper, a graph book, you can follow me. You'll be drawing also. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And these ones are called what?
Yes.
They are years. Am I clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, as you have seen, this is how we label them. You label in the middle of 2 centimeters. And because they are called years, you write them years. But all they are countries, we call them countries. So all the graphs we are going to be drawing, the line graphs, they are going to be differing from here. Now, let us go to the bar graph. How will the horizontal line for the bar graph look like? It will look like this. You get your rule, and the line graph, we have said how many centimeters are we taking for the bar graph?
15.
15. So I'm going to mark here, and where my 15 is ending. Then I draw the line here. Now for this one, we are not going to take 2 centimeters. We are going to be taking 1, 1. So I'll mark here, here, here. Are you seeing the difference? For the line graph, we are taking 2 centimeters. For the bar graph, we are going to take 1, 1. We are going to see why we are taking 1, 1. Now, because we are going to draw in this graph, we are supposed to have a space for 1 centimeter and a bar. So which year, who can remind us, which year did we start with?
1997.
1997.
So now this is how we are going to be writing 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. And these ones are called years. I see. For this one, we are leaving space bar, space bar. So when we are drawing this space here, they are going to be a bar. Here there is a space, a bar, space, a bar, space, bar, space, bar, space, bar, space. That's how the graph is going to look like. Are you seeing? Are you seeing, people? Reply me.
Yes, teacher.
Now, let us go to the horizontal. Now, let us go to the horizontal. Now, let us go to the vertical. How do we get the vertical? Anyone who has a problem with the horizontal, how we get it? Are we going to fail it again? Mokasa, mute yourself. Mokasa, mute yourself. Mokasa, Leah. Oh, I'm going to mute you. Yes, Tracy. Okay. Now we are going to the vertical. I'm going to the vertical. I'm going to the vertical. The problem is you are making my work difficult because we don't have people who know how to share the screen. Yet people would have shared for me. Okay, let me do it. Now we are looking at the vertical. Now we are looking at the vertical one, and what we want to see, those people who have gadgets, you can take a screenshot, but this work is already on your WhatsApp group. It is there. Now, in the here, when we are drawing, we look at the highest, when we are looking at the vertical scale, we look at the highest what? Amount. When you look at our table, which is the highest?
2,000.
405,000.
Pardon?
405,000.
So this is the highest. 405,000. Am I clear? That's our highest.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we do. This is how people be observant here. Be observant here. First of all, let me first go back and I show you the step which we have missed. Now, people, let us agree on this. Majority of you have been asking yourself, how many centimeters are we supposed to go vertically? But girls, for me, I suggest we always take 20 and you make it standard. You draw your graph and you know that here always I will draw 20. Even this side, you come, you label where 20 is. Let us make it standard. Don't ask me why, because 20 is easy and your work will look neat. And I'm advising you don't use a pen, always use a pencil. And here always you start with 0. When you miss a 0, your work is wrong. Now you have to divide this line into 10 equal parts. 10 equal parts. So it means each part is taking how many centimeters? Yes?
2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. Always you do like this. It means that all the graphs you will be drawing, that they will only differ with the horizontal. Here they will differ here. But going vertically, let them have the same structure. 20 centimeter and you divide it into 10 equal parts. Even this side of the bar graph, I'll do the same thing. I'll get my ruler.
10 centimeters where?
Going vertically. I'll draw a line. These things, they need just to be standard. For you, you know the formula. You just need the formula. Even here, I draw. Are you seeing it? I draw the same thing. Then also I start with 0. Then I divide 2, 2. I take 2 centimeters. I mark where 2 centimeters. Then also here, I'll mark from here, take 2. Are you seeing it? I'll take 2. Now, after drawing this, the next step, we need to know which numbers are we going to use. Now, people, observe here. Observe here. This is where people fail. This is where people fail. Now, this is how we get. Remember when we are drawing this graph, our attention is supposed to be on the highest amount. And we have identified that on our table, the highest amount is this one. So if at all the highest amount can fit on that graph we have drawn, it means other amounts are going to fit there automatically. Which girl do you know who is tall in Nabisunsa? Which girl do you know?
Yamukuru.
Eh?
Yamukuru. Lol. How much is known?
She's not. Okay. Kale, let us look at there is Namara, the one Namari. Namari is a tall girl. So here, when we are constructing a bathroom for Nabisunsa, we are supposed to see that if at all that girl can fit in our bathroom, automatically other girls in the school, they will be fitting there. Not so? That one is automatic. Am I clear? That is automatic. They will be fitting there. Now, this is how we do it. This is the easiest formula. You get it and you say, I'm going to cancel this 0 and I turn it to 0. Even if this one is 9/5 or 6 or 10, you turn it to 0. Even this one, 0. Even this one, 0. Even this one, 0. Even this one, 0. Then the last number, you add 1. When I add 1 on this one, what am I going to get? Yes?
5. 5.
Still, I'm in class. Computer. Now, this one is going to be what?
5.
5.
Now, let us try another example. If at all I have 1, 9, 7, 7, 8 as our highest, what are we going to do? When I cancel this one, it's going to be what?
0.
Eh?
0.
0.
When I cancel this one, it's going to be what?
0.
0.
This one is going to be what?
0.
This one?
We divide by what?
0.
No, you just cancel. You just cancel. We are looking for a number which we are going to put at the top of the graph. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Now the last number, what are we going to do?
We add a 1. 2.
Then
Add
get what?
2.
This is the number we are going to write at the last amount where you marked. We try another example. If at all I have 5, 2, 1, 1, 9, 9, 9 as our highest on that table, what am I going to do? This one is going to be what?
0.
0.
0. 0. 0. 0. 0.
The last number?
0. 6. 6. Add 1.
Are you getting it? It's as simple as that. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? Guys, do you know what it means? What we are doing? Yes or no? Reply. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Other people, reply me. I don't want you to bore me.
Like the first example you gave us, which
the first number, since that means other numbers below it can fit on the bar graph. I mean on the line
Yeah.
graph.
Yeah, assuming this is Namari. This is the tallest girl. And this tallest girl is 7 feet. It means that when we are constructing the graph, we are not supposed to be exact on her. So we have to add the 1 on this one and it becomes what? 8. It means that the graph is going to be like this. Namare will be here, but the top number is going to be here. Are you getting it? That's what we are meaning. This is the highest number, but we have to get a number above it. This is the highest number, but we have to get a simple number above it. As simple as that. Any question? Any question there? But have you got that method? How do we get the scale? Have you got it as simple as that?
Yes.
Bane, will you fill it
Yeah.
again? Will you fill that thing again?
We shall see.
Okay. Now, basing on our number there, tell me which number are we going to write here? Basing on our paper. Remember,
500.
we are writing which one?
500,000.
500,000.
500,000. Then also we write it here. Now, if at all we have written it here, what's the value of this one? What do you think? What's the value of this one? To you, what's the value of this one?
50,000.
Pardon?
50,000.
How have you got 50,000?
Get 500,000. We divide it by 10.
Thank you. We get our highest, the number you have put at the top. You divide it by the 10 spaces you divide it. Remember, there were 10 spaces of 2 centimeters. Are you getting it? Just a minute, girl. Okay, what you hope me, you divide, you get 5, then 0. Then you get this amount, you go write it here. You go on adding another one, what do you get? Like that, until you reach this number. Until you reach that number. Until you reach that number. Am I clear? Have you got it?
No.
That number you have got, after 0, you go on adding, like, let me show you. Go on adding. Remember, we have divided this number by 10. And the answer we have got is 50,000. Then you go on 50,000, you add another 50,000. When I give you 50,000, then I add another 50,000. What do you get?
100,000.
100.
When I add another 50,000, what do you get?
150.
Are you seeing how we are climbing? Then when I add another 50, what do you get?
200.
Like that, like that. Like that, like that, like that, until you reach here. Can you do that? Can you do that? As I come. Okay, are you done? Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
You are done, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Now, since you are done, the next thing, what's the value of 1 centimeter? Now,
$25,000.
okay. You have got what? You have got what? The value of 1 centimeter.
25,000.
25,000.
There is one thing I want you to help me with. That amount of 1 centimeter, I want you to get the first item. The first item is what? The first item is what? Yes.
288,000.
Now, can you get that first item? Yeah? Now, look at my screen very well. I want you to get the first item. The first item, our first item. Remember the first, what's the amount of this one?
288,000.
Then divide it, that amount, divide it by 2, and you tell me how many centimeters are we going to get. So you are going to get the value of 1 centimeter. You go on dividing it from all the items, and you get how many centimeters. Have you got it? People, have you got it?
No.
No?
You are going to get the value of this amount. Remember, we are saying here, the scale is going to be like this. Vertical scale. Vertical scale is 1 centimeter is representing 2. Then what's the amount of 1997?
288,000.
288,000. Now we want to know if at all 1 centimeter is representing. Now, how many centimeters are in this one? Have you got the idea?
God, you have plus.
Have you got it?
No.
If at all 1 centimeter from here up to here, it is equivalent to 2. Now we want to know when I go somewhere here, remember this one, this amount, look at it. It is like somewhere here. We want to know from 0 how many centimeters are here. Starting from 0 coming, it's like somewhere here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 point something centimeters. Divide, you get this amount divide it by this one. You tell me how many centimeters. And the problem, you don't have calculators, so you are making my work difficult.
11.52.
11.52.
52. And on our ruler, do we have these 2? On our ruler, we only have 11. We only have 11.5. So you get your ruler and you put it here, and you look at where 11.5 is. 11, 1, 2, 3.5 is somewhere here. You mark here. And you make sure for the line graph, you mark in this line in the middle. I see the line in the middle. Now let us go to the next item, 1998. Divide it. Divide it by this amount of 1 centimeter. Divide it. What have you got?
13.32.
Pardon?
13.32.
So you come to where 1998 is, then you have said 13 point what?
32.
32. So it is here. I mark here. In the middle. Then let us go to the next item. Next item. For this one is what? What's the answer? 1999. Even this simple thing. Why do you want me to do everything?
12.7.
Pardon?
12.76.
It's what? 12?
12.76.
7. It's here. The next one of 2000 is, what's the answer?
16.2.
We get 16.2. For the next amount is what?
14.48.
14. You're getting 14 point what?
48.
The next one.
14.32.
14.32. We only take 0.3 because it's the one which is on the ruler. Then the last one.
15.6.
It's what?
15.6.
15, 16.
15.
Point what?
6.
Now after I join them using a ruler, don't use a free hand. Enjoy. I join. I join. Then also I join. Which words were on the side of this amount? On the table?
Metric tons.
Metric tons.
Metric tons. You have to write it. Metric. The same thing you have done here. That person, tell me the amount. Tell me the amount of the first item we got was 11 point what?
11.5.
11.5. So you come, you do like this. You draw.
Oh yeah. How
Ah,
do we do? You draw 11 point what?
11.5. 11 is here, 0.5 is here. Then we got the next one was what? The next one was what?
13.3.
13.3. So 13.3. Are you getting? The next one was what? Are you seeing it? Now get for me the value of this last one was 15 point what? The last one?
15.6.
15.6.
Why?
You do the same thing.
Teacher, you're obstructing.
You just need to do your work. Me, I'm just showing you. You do it like that.
Like that.
Like that. Even these ones you complete them, you are through.
13.
And here, the vertical scale is going to be vertical scale 2 centimeters, representing what? They are representing, what's the number of this one?
50,000.
Metric tons. Then the horizontal scale, is going to be here. Each bar was taking how many centimeters? Pardon? Each bar is taking how many centimeters? Girls, help me. Each bar is taking how many centimeters?
2
Yes?
centimeters.
Pardon?
2 centimeters.
2?
1 centimeter.
Because the information is here. This is a space. There is no information in the middle. The information is between here. And this space is how long?
1 centimeter.
1 centimeter.
Hello? I'm sorry for that. I had some interruption. We said, what's the value of this one? Yes?
1 centimeter.
Repeat the problem. I'm not getting what you are saying.
1
It is what?
centimeter.
Pardon?
1 centimeter.
It's supposed to be 1 namwe. You see the information is in 1 centimeter. You cannot say 2 centimeters. Here, there is no information. You say 1 centimeter representing what? Yes?
1 year.
1 year. But now, people, is that thing difficult? You get your 8 free marks. Then when I come here, for this one, the vertical scale is going to be the same. I will say vertical scale is going to be 2 centimeters representing vertically. Then this one, horizontal scale. This one, I will say what? Because here we took like 2 centimeters. Now, what are we going to see? Here, what are we going to say? Yes?
2 centimeters represent 1 year.
2 centimeters representing 1 year. The difference always is here. For the line graph, we are going to use 2 centimeters. For the bar graph, we are going to say 1 centimeters, but here it's the same. Any question there? Me, I think I am done, unless when you have a burning question.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye.